what's intangible. And I learned that
Yeah.
the hard way because I've wasted a lot of time dating people who have the things on my list.
Yeah. A lot of people I've learned like relationships are work, it's work that you look forward to doing, just like with a job, every day might not be fun. You go through hardships together, but it's work. And like a lot of times people say they want something or that they're working towards something, and then you like hang out and you're like, you're not really talking and moving like somebody that is looking for a partner. Why does talking to you feel like pulling teeth? Like, why aren't you slowing down at all? Why aren't you learning how to make a meal for your wife? Or are you just maybe expecting her to do all that? Like, you're very much still living like a bachelor, but you swear up and down that you're ready to settle down. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
does settling down mean something different to you than it does to me?
I guess that's another thing I learned the hard way, that like actions really do matter more than words,
Yes.
because I'll be dating somebody and then they'll be like, "Oh, I'm hanging out with my friends on Saturday." I'm like, "Okay, cool, have fun." And then Saturday comes and I remember this guy literally took like a selfie with the whole group like this, and they were all behind him, and like there was all this food out, and everyone was clearly like in a couple or had a date with them, and he literally takes a photo. They were making sushi at somebody's house, rolling it themselves. It was like a sushi night. And he sends the photo to me, like, "Look how much fun we're having," essentially. And I'm like,
You're the 10th wheel.
I'm like, we are dating,
Mm-hmm.
and you wouldn't think to be like, "Faiven, do you like sushi?
Mm-hmm.
Come to the sushi night."
Who was this?
The one who didn't like my taste in music and movies. And he, like, it was no problem, just, and hit send.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just at home alone.
Yeah.
I technically could have dated other people because he wasn't my boyfriend, but once I pick someone, I kind of have to see it through. I just don't have the wherewithal to split my brain and then I'll have the same conversation with different people. Learn that the hard way too. So yeah, so I'm like, I see this through and see what happens, and then we either commit and run off to the sunset or we fizzle. So yeah, the fact that his actions did not align with, "I want to partner with you, I see value in you, I want you to meet my friends." Like, he didn't do any of that, but I was still like, "Well, we're good, we'll make it." But because like there's people who are genuinely interested in me who are like, "My friends are all going to the, pool hall, you want to come?" And it's like, "Okay, great." Like, actually integrating you. So I learned that the hard way many, many a time. And then I don't have any of those horror stories though, where like the guy ends up married or,
Yeah.
like, because a lot of people who are, they think the guy's moving in silence and being private, but he's actually hiding you. Some people learn that the hard way. And that's why they demand, "Post me, post me." It's not that they want to be posted. They just want to be validated, and they want to be reassured that you are who you say you are. It's just, it gets so complicated.
Yeah, I've never been in a situation where I've had to ask somebody. I cannot see myself having to ask somebody to post me on social media. Like, there are other issues going on if that is what I'm looking for as a show of your love. Now, I do think if you're in a situation where your relationship is solid, your partner is not hiding you, and they're just not on social media like that, and you're like still making them post you, like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, if you didn't post me on your own and you're only posting me because I asked you to, then it doesn't mean anything. And are you so concerned with, the outside world seeing y'all that you're still going to press your partner to do something like that? Like, I just can't wrap my brain around that.
There's a couple I know who only would post each other. They'd go on trips and weekends here and there and then hiking or whatever. They'll take photos like together and then of each other. And so their whole grid is like them together, them by themselves, them together, them by themselves. But the ones of them by themselves, the other partner took, obviously, because it's the same trip. And then they broke up. So I went to the girls' page, and she just hid all the photos where he's in it, and it's just her still on that hiking roof, the mountaintop, and still.
Does the caption change too then?
Oh, I need to check. I'll check later, because yeah, a lot of times it was like the lovey-dovey ones. But maybe that's another reason why I don't like the showy public displays because half the times when people are doing it too much and it's every post, they're not actually happy. They're just showing like, look, somebody chose me, somebody picked me, and they're really trying to press that onto people. I'm like, nah, I learned that the hard way too, that like just because it looks flowery on the internet or to other people doesn't mean it is. Like, remember Philip? I could say Philip because this was so long ago.
I don't remember Philip.
Oh, maybe that's how long ago it was. It was a boyfriend before we even met.
Was he the white one?
Yes.
I do.
The violinist.
Okay, yep.
We met online. We dated for a couple years. We were so young in the 20s, so we didn't really know how to act really. But like, it wasn't the best relationship, but we kept getting so much external validation superficially because they're like, you guys look so good together. So of course, here we were posting pictures together all the time, looking so good together, traveling together.
I was just going to ask you too, because I don't think, aside from the one that you lived with but you hated, I don't really recall you posting a lot of partners.
I think that was the last one I posted, the one I lived with.
And then you said never again, no soft launch and nothing.
It's kind of annoying posting people, deleting them, posting people, deleting them. And like, why do you need the whole world to know your dating history? That's why people come to the realization that they're like, oh, unless there's a ring involved, why do I need to advertise this person?
Yeah. I mean, when me and Joe started dating, I was so excited about him and about us. So like, I didn't share anything at first. And my mom at the time, she got really mad at me because she's like, you're being so secretive and why won't you just tell us? And you know, she was taking it personally. So she was like, what is it about us that makes you feel like you can't share this information with us? But really, I was trying to protect them because I was like, before my husband, the person that I introduced you to, that I brought into my family's home, ended up being a complete psycho who now had my family's address. You know, he knew my parents. He just knew everybody that I loved. And I didn't want to bring somebody to them again that just was not sane or, you know, a safe person to be around. And she could not see it that way. But I also did like the soft launch where I was like, to my texts with my parents and on Instagram, I was like, here's the person that I'm seeing. And I'd put like a big emoji on their face. And yeah, you know, I just wanted people to know that I was happy and that I was seeing somebody again, but that was all I was ready for them to know.
Because you learned the hard way. You let someone all the way in and he done, you gave an inch, he took a mile, mind games. I remember that. That was a crazy chapter.
Terrible.
Yeah. So there's so many things we learned the hard way. And we were talking before about, I was telling you a story about a girl who didn't know she was just like a booty call.
Yes.
And she was like pulling out all the stops for this guy, showing up to his house in the trench coat and the lingerie, but she was literally just a Tinder booty call. And I really wanted, because I'm older than her, so I wanted to tell her the truth, which is how, I guess in that situation, she still thought there was a chance that she'd be upgraded to girlfriend and all these things.
But if the roles were reversed and if you were in her shoes, would you have listened to the older, wiser friend?
No. So sometimes you need to learn the hard way for real.
Yeah.
Because even, you know, when you hear the stories of people stuck in the on again, off again, and it's clearly toxic, and the only thing you can do is be a friend with an ear, because you know they're so enveloped in the dynamic that no outside voices can actually do anything. And I had that happen too, maybe twice, where like my friends are great because they're like, oh, yeah, wow, crazy. But in like, I'm sure they'll go home and be like, she's still dealing with that person. That's crazy. And then only hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I put myself through that, or I let them treat me that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I listened to that girl's story about her doing all these things for just like a guy who's not even
gonna regret this,
taking her out.
Yeah.
I'm saying, just come over to me or come into, like, it's cringe to listen to because I already learned the hard way for so many dating things. So for someone who is like new into their dating life and then they're running into the same old thing, you just got to live and learn.
Yeah. Look, the thing that I used to hate about myself was just like how devastated I would be when a relationship ended. I wanted to will myself to be one of those people that could just like get over things fast and, you know, find a new relationship. And so I also think, maybe this isn't everybody's story, but I feel like a lot of dating when you're young and when you're like a teenager, even maybe early 20s, is like you're out to prove that you care less after the relationship has ended. And so sometimes that looks like being the first one to have a new partner or showing that partner on the internet because it's like, you think I really loved you? That relationship meant nothing to me. Look how fast I moved on, as you like are secretly sobbing into a pillow.